I want to ask something. Just tell me, any one of you in past or even today have faced a situation in which you have done some mischievous act and you are being reprimanded by your parents or your teacher or your elder siblings? Anyone? Just give me a brief, a story. How did you tackle the stress level of your elder one?
Hold my breath. I
Yes.
generally hold my breath.
Okay. Anyone other?
I
That's
don't
cool.
take pressure of my elder one.
Okay. So
That's good.
I always
good
keep quiet.
good way to tackle it. So no, by the way, I have one very amazing way. You can say, for example, if your mother is angry and she is telling you something, then you can just say, Mom, please increase your tone a little more and just try to bring some more modulation in your voice. Then you will get a better treatment after that. So, without any further ado, let me start today's agenda. Very scintillating evening, everybody. Never stress about things outside of your control. It's a very well-known quote by Richard Krochik, and I welcome you all at this 135th Toastmaster meeting of Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. Our mission, club mission, is to provide a conducive, supportive, and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are general directions for online sessions. Ensure that you are logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All speakers, role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid doing any activity that may distract the speaker. Please mute your microphone except when it's your turn to speak to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. Please unmute your microphone and start your video when the Toastmaster of the day or the table topics master asks you to do so. Let the host and co-hosts handle all the controls. Sergeant at Arms guidelines, which are as follows: refrain from speaking about religion, sex, and politics in a derogatory manner. Avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering a speech. Avoid conversations in chat publicly when someone is speaking, as it may distract the speaker. Please raise your hand to volunteer during table topics sessions to speak. Look out for the green, yellow, and red colored cards on the screen. They will be displayed by the timer at the appropriate times. At the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the polls on the screen. Now, I'm going to introduce someone who is today's presiding officer, who belongs to Lucknow, and he is very handsome and very charismatic person, and he is none other than Toastmaster Shubham. So, Toastmaster Shubham, the stage is yours. Please, everyone, help me to welcome Toastmaster Shubham with a huge thunderous round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. But we have our very event. Okay, right now Toastmaster Jatin joined, but ma'am again he left. Again he joined. Toastmaster Jatin, are you there? I think he's connecting his audio.
I'm here. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah. So please do the honors.
Hello. Are you able to hear me? Okay.
Shubham,
Sorry about that. Today is a day of technical difficulties. Are you all able to hear me? Yes, okay. Finally, a thumbs up. All right, thank you one and all, and welcome to meeting number 135 for Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Thank you for being here. I couldn't hear much of the essay's introduction, but I hope it went well, and you did hear what our club mission and vision is, which is what we live by, because we consider ourselves as your friendly neighborhood Toastmasters who, in this online world, are just a WhatsApp or a Zoom call away. And this group of ours, this online group of ours, is keeps growing day by day. So this, which is it keeps going day by day. And today, I have to introduce one such person who is the latest member of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. So put your hands together for our newest member, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Did I hear the drum roll? Yes, there it is. Cool. So, Toastmasters, welcome once again. That's 2 and 2. So, Toastmaster Sunil, would you like to take 15-20 seconds to share?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmasters. Jatin, since childhood, I've been having an ardent desire to speak in English. And whenever I get chance, I try to speak in English. And just 1 month ago, I came to know about Toastmasters Club. And I immediately joined club and to become a fluent speaker as well as I think I have already told you that I want to become a motivational speaker if possible. So I think such meetings will help me to materialize my dream of speaking English. And I'm waiting for the day, then the day when my dream of speaking English fluently as well as becoming a fluent speaker materialize. So I think TMCL will help me in this journey of becoming a fluent speaker as well as motivational speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sunilji, for sharing your goals in life and your goals with Toastmasters. We heartily welcome you to the club, and hopefully we can help you in attaining your goals. Wherein you, as you motivated you already, and what I can see behind you, I think it says no substitute for hard work. That hard work is what you're going to put in the club and reap benefits out of it. We also have we also have a few Toastmaster members joining us from other clubs, and since they are taking up roles in a meeting, uh, I would just acknowledge them because they would anyways be introduced by their respective session leaders. So let me take a moment to acknowledge the presence of Toastmaster Shashidhar Reddy from Vision Toastmasters Club in District 126. Hello, Shashi. We also have our regular friendly neighborhood Toastmaster, Toastmaster Manvi from District 92, Gabby's Toastmasters Club, even though she stays like right nearby to where I am. And stop playing with the video. I'm just acknowledging people. And then we have we have Sanjeev Kumar, who is, if I'm not wrong, a member of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, and he has joined us after a long time. Welcome, Sanjeev. Do you want to say something back? Hello. Okay, seems like he's not in a position to talk. But he says, thank you so much, everyone. We would also like to hear you in some time, if not now, maybe during table topics or towards the end of the meeting. But we have, I don't know if the same person, but we have two people joining us as Sriram Balaji and Bala. So we know who our guest Toastmaster Bala is. He's also come to our meetings a couple of times, but is Sriram Balaji able to talk right now?
Yes, I am Toastmaster Sriram Balaji. I am part of District 121, which is in Bangalore.
Nice. Sir, may I know which club are you part of?
Lead India Speakers Club.
Lead India Speakers. Nice. Thank you for joining us. And I believe it's the theme that has brought you here, right?
More than the theme, to be frank, my club meeting happens on Sunday morning at 8:30, and I could see one more, a Toastmaster club meeting was happening on Sunday afternoon or say evening session, which made me to participate in this.
Nice. So you're more than welcome to join every Sunday to our meetings and help us improve the quality of these meetings as Toastmaster Manvi is doing. But we have our Bala again joining us. Hi, Bala. Welcome. And do you have anything to share? Are you also just in for a additional Toastmasters meeting, or you have something specific in mind for today's meeting?
Thank you, Toastmaster Jatin. I am part of Technopark Trivandrum Toastmasters Club, which is part of, again, Division 121, like Sriram Balaji said, Area G2. I am not having anything specific in mind for joining this meeting, but Sunday afternoons are a bit free for me, and I definitely do not like to sleep in the afternoon. And this time suits for me. I saw an invite in Toastmaster Worldwide or Toastmaster International. That WhatsApp group, I thought I'll just join. I had actually joined one or two meetings in the past, and specifically the meeting where DTM Ayan was giving the people topic session. I have joined that meeting as well for you from your club. So happy to be here. Looking forward to a great meeting. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you for those words, and thank you for telling us, being part of spending your Sunday afternoons with us, so that they're more active, because that's what today we are going to be, hopefully with our team on. Now, it's these people who we just acknowledged and who spoke about their Sunday afternoons and why do they want to be a part of Toastmaster meeting. These are the people who make a club what it is, because as they say, a nation is as good as its citizens, a society is as good as its people, and a club is as good as its members. Seeing the smiling, charming faces of our club members and guests, we know what kind of company we are in. And this company is often appreciated and acknowledged by not only our club members, but also by the division. And one such person, as we already know, has been acknowledged and even appreciated by our division, F in District 124, for continuous contributions to I should remove blur. Yeah. Blur. Yeah. For her contributions to this. So kudos once again to our not only a very charming and nice the club member, but who's also been part of club for so long, and she's been contributing to club and to the division level activities, for which she's not only got a certificate but also this IRIC token or a coin from the division leadership. Because who is not only an author, a great mentor, but also whom we endearingly like to call our club mom, who's also, as charming as she is also going to be the Toastmaster of the day. So without further ado, I'd like to now welcome Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Smita Kotkar, to take the meeting forward. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Presiding Officer and President Toastmaster Jatin. It's an honor to receive this certificate and this beautiful coin, and for you to speak so sweetly about me. Thank you. It's a humbling experience. Believe me, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I would like to read out something to you. And I want you all to feel these lines as I read them to you. The time will come when, with elation, you'll greet yourself, arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself. To the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another who knows you by heart. So take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Feel your own image from the mirror and sit and feast on your life. Tell me, how often do we actually feast on our lives? Anyone with a raise of hand? Feasting on your own life and feeling each day as a miracle, as something that's so beautifully unfolding. Do we actually do that? These lines were from the poem Love After Love by Derek Walcott. When I heard them, I felt they were so beautifully telling about how important it is to feel and sit with the person who's been there all around with. And we often just look for company outside. I do that too. I call myself the loneliest on the planet. The ones who smile a lot, believe me, they're actually the ones who have a wall around themselves, and I'm one of them. So I relate to you if you relate to this poem. What we mostly do, and we live in the C world, the C world. I'm looking at this. Do you also look in the C world? Where you're only looking at things around you? Along with the C, this C, there are three more C's: complain, criticize, and condemn. Complain, criticize, and condemn. No, not others. Others we will, but the one who we condemn the most, the one whom we complain about the most, whom we criticize the most, is here. Anybody else also who does that? I know I do that. Jatin raises his hand. Anybody else who does that? Yeah, Shashi raised, Devika raised, Bala raised. And the others? Are you sure you're not lying to yourself? Well, it only leads to us wanting happiness, only wanting and desiring that love, that happiness, that peace, that sense of feeling uplifted and, light as a bird and flying. But we keep wanting that while criticizing and condemning ourselves, and only push ourselves more towards unhappiness, anxiety, stress, even phobias, mind you, and a lot of traumatic memories. So today I'm here with you to show you a very simple technique. My dear friend Shubham has given it another name. May I ask you, Shubham, just unmute. What was the name that you gave on the flyer? Emotion what?
I updated it.
No, but what was the earlier one that you gave? I loved it. What was it? There is something else that you had posted.
Emotion focused therapy.
Emotion focused therapy. Yeah. Well, we are focusing on emotions, but this is called the emotional freedom technique. No, it's not to free you from emotions completely and make you like a Buddha. It will not do that, but it will certainly bring out the Buddha in you. I'm forgetting the name of the psychologist who actually came across this, but I do know the story. So he was dealing with a patient of his who had been suffering from water phobia for a very, very long time, over 3.5 years. He had been working with her and he hadn't found any breakthroughs. The phobia wasn't going. And he happened to remember, he was doing a lot of reading and researching on many other topics. And he remembered reading something about Chinese meridians and that the stomach meridian is associated with fear. Okay, I'll let you explore it. How many of you ever felt the fear before going up on stage? Anyone? And before that, have you had your stomach craving in? Ah, a little tummy or elephant or a butterfly. मेरे तो butterfly नहीं पहुंचता. मेरे तो elephant पहुंच जाता है. Elephants in the tummy. Have you felt that? Yeah. Hippopotamus, Shubham says. Yeah. So that is because the stomach meridian or the stomach is an organ that not only holds the food and it not only digests, it digests a lot of other things. It digests the emotions. It also is an organ that is related to the fear aspect of your life, right? So one of the points through which the stomach meridian, the Chinese meridians in the body passes through is under the nose. So this psychologist, he happened to tell this lady while he had put her under hypnosis to start tapping under the nose. Okay. Once she starts tapping, in about few minutes, he says, I saw that in his own interview, he says, she suddenly got up and she said, it's gone. And he had no idea what she was speaking about, but she was telling about that fear of water, the water phobia. And she says, I no longer fear water. I just feel so good. I haven't felt that good in years. And that is the time he started experimenting more with it. And it slowly kept on getting refined. And today we have the EFT technique. It's called the emotional freedom technique. And there are certain points with which I would like to take you all through. And through the course of the meeting, I will tell you about it. But first of all, you're here for not an EFT technique training or a workshop, but here for a Toastmasters meet. And a Toastmasters meet, my dear friends, is sectioned into 3 parts. The first part is where we have prepared speeches, where our Toastmasters toil hard. They think, they write, they pour all the gray cells into the book or the copy in which they've been writing. The second one is known as an impromptu speaking section, which is open to the guests, to the members alike. And the third section is the evaluation section, which is often headed by a general evaluator. And the evaluation section is where I'll have to say our Toastmasters, they not only turn evaluators, but they turn into our mentors. And they not only tell you about where you have done well, but they also minutely delve upon how you can better your work. So let me begin first by introducing the general evaluator of today's meeting. And I believe he is only taking up this role. He is not taking up the role of the speaker. Am I right? So he says no. That means yes. There's somewhere in one of the Insta videos I saw that it's only Indians who often we nod our head in a specific manner. So it's neither yes nor no, but it's somewhere like this. And then this nodding, people do not know whether it's a yes or a no. Because you know what? Many times we ourselves do not know whether it's a yes or a no. So it's good to confuse people. Well, the friendly neighborhood Toastmaster out here within us today, amongst us, sorry, today. He lives in Noida currently. He is an IT software consultant. I prefer to omit adjective he loves to use about himself. And after spending time in various geographies, companies, and clubs, he tries to focus on attaining a stable dwelling in life with a positive attitude. And I love that about him. Believe me, our club is so much more happening since the time he's joined this place. And you my dear members who are new and guests alike, you will love his presence. So please help me welcome the general evaluator for the day, our friendly neighborhood Toastmaster, Jatin. Hi, Jatin, the stage is all yours. I'll request you to speak about the guidelines that the general evaluator is expected to follow in a meet and also introduce your tag team to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. As Madam Toastmaster, yeah. So for a minute, I was like, you are only going to introduce the whole the guidelines and the team. Okay, so Madam Toastmaster of the day, excuse me for that goof up, but just like I did a mistake and I got a chance to correct it. That's what Toastmasters is all about. The conducive environment that Suraj mentioned at the beginning is Toastmasters is a place where you can fail without the fear of failure, because you can fail and continue improving upon yourself to, to use these skills that you hone here in your personal and professional life. And how do you hone the skills? It's through feedback, through evaluation. And that's what I and my team are here for. First of all, there would be, like Madam Toastmaster mentioned, there would be prepared speech. So there is a prepared speech evaluator, whom I'm not going to introduce, but I'm just acknowledging that there are speech evaluator for today is Toastmaster Shashidhar from Vision Toastmasters, E126. He would be introduced by Madam Toastmaster later. We also, in today's session, have a table topics evaluator, who is none other than very learned and beloved Noor Mohammed, distinguished Toastmaster, whom I know nothing else about, but I think naam hi kafi hai, and the rest he would anyways talk about in the table topics evaluation section or the table topics section. Other than that, we also have a few role players who keep a very keen eye on in the entire proceedings of the Toastmaster session, and that's why I have learned from my Toastmasters Club that we like to call them the Eagle Eye role players. This Eagle Eye role players, the team, it consists of 3 members. The first of all is a timer, and our timer the timer role being taken up today is by Toastmaster Manvi, who I said is from the Gabby's Toastmasters Club in District 92, but a regular at our meeting who helps us improve the quality of our meetings by giving us feedback by taking up various evaluation roles. She is a biotechnologist who's turned into a psychology enthusiast. And luckily, she's not going to practice that on us today. But because she's still in training and development from ISTD Delhi. And her keen interest lies in interacting with people, as she does in Toastmasters meeting, making friends and giving surprises. But so as to not have her role as a surprise, I'd like to welcome her to come onto the virtual dais and explain about her timer role. Manvi, over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests present here. Time plays a very crucial part in our everyday's life, not only in Toastmasters. But Toastmasters helps us to improve on this specific aspect. And as a timer today, I'll be helping you all to stay in the specific time and so that we can even manage it in our real life. As a timer, I'll be showing the cue cards that you can now see on the screen. The green card will be shown at when the minimum time is over. For example, if the prepared speeches is of 5 to 7 minutes, I'll show the green card at 5 minutes. At 6, I'll show the yellow card, and at 7, I'll show the red card. For the prepared speeches, there is a 30-second grace period on either side. Coming to the table topics is of 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll show the yellow card. And 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. Please make a note that in table topics, we only have a grace period of 30 seconds on above side. So you are allowed to speak till 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And for the evaluations, the green card will be shown at 2 minutes, at 2:30 yellow card will be shown, and at 3 minutes the red card will be shown. For evaluations, the grace period is on both the sides. I'll present my report whenever the general evaluator calls upon. That was all from my side as the timer. General evaluator, the stage is all yours. You are on mute, Toastmaster Jatin.
Thank you for pointing that out. See, she's already improving the quality of our meetings. But thank you also for clearly introducing your role. Next in line, we have in the tag team, we have the R counter. The R counter today is being played by none other than our Sergeant at Arms, Suraj, who already set the tone for this meeting at the very beginning. But now I am privileged to also introduce him as the R counter for today's meeting, because Suraj is from the land of Buddha, Vaishali, which is also the world's first democracy, in his own words, that I would like to fact check. But he's a graduate who loves listening, love reading and listening books, and enjoys meeting new people. And how does he go about doing it? We'll talk about that later. But for now, please welcome Suraj to our counter to introduce his role. Over to you, Suraj.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for such a nice introduction. And once again, very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Recently, I just heard a speech of Mukesh Ambani in his welcoming speech. And just can anyone guess what fascinated me about that? There was no single use of any crutch word. That was something which fascinated me. So here today I'm going to keep my eye on everyone who will be speaking, whether it's a table topics speaker or a speakers, general evaluator, anyone. I will keep my eye on the use of filler words. For example, a, etc. Filler phrases. For example, I think that you know what I'm trying to say is etc. And we have filler words also. Well, okay, so like basically, actually, literally, etc. And body gestures also, like rubbing the nose or eyes frequently, holding ears, looking in different directions, hands in pocket. So I'll be noticing down each and every activity, and in the end I'll be back with the report when general evaluator will call me. Back to general evaluator.
Thank you, Suraj, for showing us what those crutch words are that we need to avoid. And just to let you know, if I keep rubbing my nose, it's not because I'm utilizing it as a crutch, but it's just that something is irritating me there. But with that excuse, the last not least, and pursuing a master's degree in economics. She has a deep which is sort of a theme which we are seeing in all Toastmasters at TMCL. So, but lately she has been a bit lazy, so that and we are pushing her hard so that she could not, she does not go into hibernation, and for that she's now ready to evaluate others and evaluate the grammar for the meeting. Please welcome Toastmaster Archita to introduce her role as grammarian.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for a nice introduction. So, good evening, all the Toastmasters and your guests. Today, I will be serving as a grammarian for this meeting, and my role is to help everyone become more aware of their language. Now, if I say, grab the opportunity before it's too late, rather than this, if I say, grab the opportunity before you miss the boat, doesn't it sound a little attractive? In the same way, if we use good vocabulary and avoid grammatical mistakes in our speeches, it will be like a cherry on the cake. So throughout the meeting, I will be noting down good and not so good usage of words, which helps in improving the language skills. Before going further, I would like to introduce a word of the day and a phrase of the day. So today's word of the day is 1 minute. Yeah, so today's word of the day is amicable, which means friendly. For example, all the Toastmasters have an amicable relationship with each other. And phrase of the day for today's meet is miss the boat, which means it's too late. For example, don't miss the boat and participate in the club contest now. Every time when someone uses the word of the day and phrase of the day in their speeches or while speaking, they will get a thumbs up or a clap or any hand gestures to motivate them to use word of the day and phrase of the day, and try to incorporate both the things in your speeches while you speak. I will present my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Till then, back to general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archita, for giving us valid, good and bad examples to improve, to help you understand the role better. And a good choice of word, because as friendly neighborhood Toastmasters, we all supposed to be amicable, right? Thank you. So, coming to the end of the introduction session of the evaluation, we, as a general evaluator, I'm supposed to keep an eye on everything that goes on in the meeting and share my opinion or feedback on the not only the role plays, but also what the general happenings in the meeting, which I would do towards the end of the meeting in the evaluation section. Without any further ado or causing further delay, so that we don't miss the boat on staying on time, I would now like to hand over the dice to our Toastmaster of the day, Madam Smita Kodkar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Jatin, and we'll definitely be looking forward to the evaluation section to better our performance here. I was telling you all about an emotional freedom technique. Why do we need something like that? We need something easy to get over our day-to-day stresses in life. What do we do actually in it? I'll tell you a very basic thing that we do. We are we are pointing at various, or let's say we are pressing certain points. This first point that we do out here is called the karate chop point, right? The way you actually do a karate chop. And it has a very basic statement. A basic setup statement is, even though I'm feeling. So I will let you on into an exercise towards the end of the meeting, but just an introduction to it. Let's say you're feeling stressed out about speaking on stage. You can use this and acknowledge how you're feeling. Even though I'm feeling the stress in my body, I completely and totally love and accept myself. And then there are other points that we do, right? So what are we doing? We are acknowledging through emotional freedom technique. We're actually acknowledging what we are going through. How many of you here believe in positivity and speaking positive statements? Anyone? A lot of it, right? And what did I just do? Was I speaking positive? Let's say the first part when I said, even though I'm feeling this stress in my body, am I being positive right now? Most of you know. Sunil Gupta says yes. Okay. So what am I doing? I am acknowledging. Let's say there's a cobweb on one of the walls, right? What is the first step to cleaning that cobweb? Anyone? Shubham is going to unmute. Yes, Shubham.
To look at that and to grab the device from which you will clean that.
Broom. Get a huge broom.
Yeah.
But before that, what you just said, first look at the cobweb. Okay.
Yeah.
So you look at the cobweb and then you say, nay, there is no cobweb. No, there's nothing out there. You look at the cobweb and you acknowledge and accept, first of all, that yes, there is dirt up there. There is cobweb. There is something which you do not want, right? So before you clean up the dirt, you acknowledge the presence of the dirt and then remove it, right? So that is exactly what we're doing. The queen of positivity, the queen of positive thinking, if you've heard of the name Louise Hay. How many of you have heard the name Louise Hay? You haven't? Then there are two books that you must read. They are available on Amazon uh, audio also. It's called Heal Your Body, Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Body. Heal Your Body, Heal Yourself. All these are the names of distinguished Toastmaster Noor Mohammed will be able to help me out more on this, I'm sure. So Heal Your Body, Heal Your Life is by Louise Hay and also other books. And you can listen to her numerous videos on YouTube also. So do look, see her story and listen to her. So she's the queen of positivity and who's written so much about positive affirmations. It was in her words, she says, darling, you need to clean out. You need to accept there is dirt for you to clean it up. And that is exactly what we are doing. So I'm acknowledging the stress that I feel in my body. Another thing, all these emotions that we feel from anger to stress to pain, remember, these are emotions. So if we look at it as a third person and we do not say, from today itself, I'll urge every one of you to stop saying, I am angry, or I'm sad, or I am petrified, because you are not that emotion, you are the person. So you are Shubham, or you are Devika, or you are Suraj, or you are Jatin, and I am Smita, right? So we need to distance ourselves from the emotion, say, I am feeling angry. I'm feeling stressed. I'm not angry. I'm Smita. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling petrified. So you need to distance yourself from the emotion to begin with, acknowledge it, and then remove it. And we'll go over an exercise after this section. So now it's time for me to introduce the prepared speeches section to you. I'll be introducing the speech evaluator, who in turn will be introducing the speaker's objectives, and also calling the speaker for the speech. I have the proud privilege of introducing a Toastmaster who's an entrepreneur and a former scientist at IIT Bombay. Today, he's been kind enough to take up the role of a speech evaluator in our club. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Shashidhar.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Smita, for the kind introduction. So today I'm an evaluator to the speaker, and let me tell her speech objectives first. So the speech project is the introduction to Toastmaster mentoring, and the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of previous experience as a protege. And before I welcome Toastmaster Devika, let me introduce her. She is a secretary of Toastmaster Club of Lucknow, and she has completed her master's from Banasili Vidyapit. When I saw her profile pic, it seems that she's a newly wed person. So interesting. And please help me welcome Toastmaster Devika. Thank you.
A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. I really love this quote and relate to my journey in Toastmasters. Let me take you to 2 years ago. It was my elder sister's wedding, and like any great Indian wedding, we celebrated it with great enthusiasm. It was my sister's Sangeet night, and we wanted an anchor, and no one was ready to take the plunge. So my younger brother decided to host the show. And what a great public speaker he was. I was in awe and inspired by his skill. The confidence, the body language, the voice modulation, all the good qualities of a public speaker, he displayed it in that night. After their wedding was over, everyone praised him. What a wonderful orator he was. Due to the curiosity, I asked him once, how did you manage to become such a wonderful speaker? Then he told me about the Toastmasters which he joined in his college. I was inspired and wanted to know more about this organization. So I Googled it. Since I am an introvert, the skills which were lacking in my personality, like confidence and not able to speak English properly, that was there in the Toastmasters. And hence I joined the Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. After joining the Toastmasters, I was married. And after marriage, I had gone to the wonderful place called Singapore and Bali. And it was so breathtaking, the wonderful beaches, islands, oceans. I can be there for a lifetime. Such a beautiful view. On my way to the famous Universal Studios in Singapore, they were taking the survey of the there were two ladies taking the survey of the tourist. So the ladies asked my husband about his views on Singapore, what he liked, what he doesn't like, and my husband was little hesitant to speak about the his experience. So I took this opportunity and I clearly and confidently tell uh, tell her about my experience. And my husband really liked this because he had never seen this confident side of mine. He was beaming with delight. And after that, we have gone to to Bali. This place was a lifetime experience for the island. What a scenic beauty! It was really a breathtaking view. While exploring various islands in Bali with my husband, I encountered with a foreigner. And we accidentally started having a conversation. And he was keen in knowing about India, the Hindu religion, and etc. And I was able to convey my message confidently and fluently. Later on, I felt very proud and delighted for gaining the confidence back, and I was able to speak properly. And after the honeymoon, we were back to home, and I was doing my daily chores. And as a newly married, if anyone in the audience is a newly married, you can imagine the responsibility a newly wed daughter-in-law uh, has to go on a daily basis. Then one day, while was talking to my sister-in-law, she is a college student who is currently studying in Lucknow, and she was very frustrated about the some family members, and she started getting rude, and she was venting emotions with me, and she was getting very rude, and she crossed that limit. And in order to correct her, I started empathizing with her emotions, and slowly and steadily I started telling her my side of story, and told her what she went wrong, where she went wrong, what she hadn't done, where she was wrong. And had I not been the part of the Toastmasters, I would never be able to realize the power of constructive feedback. The confidence and attitude which I had got during my honeymoon trip was also a lesson which I had learned here in Toastmasters. The recognition which I had got is something which I will always be grateful to the Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Being a part of this wonderful club, what I really liked is the mentor mentee relationship. Though there are many mentors for the guidance, but I would really like to mention one special mentor who was a guiding light for me throughout my Toastmaster journey. She was none other than Toastmaster Smita. She really helped me in making me a confident person, which I never really had imagined myself. And I had seen many changes, and I in last I had to say that I feel very grateful and very humbled to be the part of the Toastmasters Club. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devika. I got so involved in this speech that I completely forgot my role as the Toastmaster of the day and that I had to come in now and say something. Thank you for your speech, Toastmaster Devika. It's indeed been a pleasure working with you. Coming back to our emotional freedom technique. So when I say freedom, it means absolute freedom from a lot of things that are holding you back. Okay. I want you all to just close your eyes. Don't fall off to sleep. Just close your eyes. Will you? Jatin has already started yawning. So, well, I just want you to close your eyes for a while and just think of something that's been tying you down. Is there something, my dear friends, that's been preventing you from taking the flight that you've so wanted to take? Is there something that has happened to you in the near past that has made you feel a little anxious? Has there something been in your life that has made you feel a little tight in your chest? If there has been something that has caused you discomfort, I want you to go to that emotion and give it a number from 1 to 10. Feel that intensity and give it a number from 1 to 10. And then I also would like you to think of what has caused that thing. Whatever that incident was, or whatever that emotion that you experienced, was there somebody responsible for it? Was there something that actually made you that terrible inside, made you feel uncomfortable? If you can think of the cause and you can think of that conversation of the cause now, I want you to feel the intensity if there is, and then give it a number from 1 to 10. And now I want you to open your eyes. Okay. So would anybody like to raise the hand and tell me if there has been something that they thought of that troubled them? Would you be willing to raise your hands and just tell me the intensity of something that you felt? Has there been something that has caused some anxiety in your life, anxiety in your days? Or even if it is not just anxiety or stress, something that somebody said that made you uncomfortable and it kept moving in your head and moving in your mind. It could be something because of a relationship. It could be a career. It could be a life-changing event. Probably something not happened, but something that you desperately want in your life. And you're wanting it, but you feel it's a little away from your grasp. It could be an event in the future that is making you uncertain. If you have something like that, would you be willing to share it here? Or probably just tell me if you have something in your mind and if you have given it a number from 1 to 10. Devika, would you like to share?
Actually, I can only relate the I am much concerned about my career and my studies, because I think when I was single, I was much constant. I was able to focus more, and now I am not focusing more because I have more responsibilities.
So it's a lot of concern that comes in your mind. Am I right, Vasu?
Yes, yes.
So just the way Devika mentioned the word concern, so she was able to give a name to what she was feeling like. Many times we are just not feeling well. Somebody says, "How are you feeling?" We are either saying, "I'm feeling fine," "Oh, I'm good." But we do not want to delve inside and take a step back inside and actually feel how we are feeling, right? A fine or a good covers a lot of things which we do not want to touch upon. So I would like to insist you to feel that emotion, give a name to that emotion, whether it is stress or it is anxiety or it's happiness or it's like you're feeling ecstatic and you do not know how to control it, or it is something about the future, how to get your point across to your boss, how to deal with a particular problem in your business, how I want to be a great public speaker, but I do not know how to do it or when to do it. Or let's say, how will it actually happen in my life? Will it actually happen in my life? So many questions that may be coming into your mind related to a lot of things that are evoking certain emotions that are not very happy ones, that are not making you smile. Those are the things and those are the emotions that you can deal with through this technique, right? And let us do an entire exercise after this section. But before I take you to an entire exercise, I would love for all of you to participate in a fun section. And this fun section is brought to you by none other than a very smiling and a very charming young youngster in Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, who's from National PG College, Lucknow. He loves to play volleyball. He loves to explore different cuisines. I have many times caught him over a conversation at some or the other roadside small joint, eating or some or the other delicacy, while his friends are telling him to stop the conversation and join him in that fun. So I've had those things, and I can tell you he loves his street food. He's a movie enthusiast. He's planning to do MBA right now, and today he will be taking us on a lovely journey. Please help me welcome our table topics master, Shubham Sinha. Stage is all yours, Shubham.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smita, for such a nice introduction. And yeah, for all the participants and for all the Toastmasters and guests, I also like home cooked food and all the types of food. I don't like only street food. So the Toastmaster Devka, I know you cook good food. So I like home cooked food also. And yeah, today I'm the table topic master and I'm going to start the table topic session. But before that, let's let me introduce the table topic evaluator who will be evaluating the all speeches of the table topic speakers, and he is none other than Noor Mohammed, distinguished Toastmaster Noor Mohammed. He is from Hyderabad, and right now he is in Kuwait. He's a great speaker. I have heard him, and he is a mentor of our club mentors, our club's mentor, Toastmaster Smita. And please, the Toastmaster Noor Mohammed, the stage is all yours. Please introduce your role. Are you there? I think. Am I audible? Please, can you please all? Yeah. Okay. I guess he is not here. Okay, no problem. He will be evaluating at the end in the evaluation section. So let me introduce you to the table topic segment. As like I think we have guessed. So let me introduce the session. What is the session? So in a table topic session, I am the table topic master. You all are the speakers. I will give you a topic and you have to speak on that particular topic. And a table topic speech is like a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. And each speaker has to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Timer has already stated the time, but again, I am mentioning the timings. You have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. After 1 minute, you will see a green signal, which means, yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Manvi. you can see a green signal, which means you are qualified. After 1 minute 30 seconds, you will see a yellow signal, which means the target time is achieved. And after 2 minutes, you will see a red signal, which means it's end. And yeah, you will get 30-second buffer time to conclude your speech. And one more thing, our grammarian Toastmaster Rachita has done a great work, and she has taken out a word of the day, which is amicable, and a phrase of the day, miss the boat. So please use these things, the word of the day and phrase of the day in your speeches. And this session is open for guests. So all the guests, be ready. And one more thing, like as we all know, the Toastmasters and for the guests, we are heading towards the contest. We are going to have a contest, IEC contest and table topic contest. So in table topic contest, what we do is we stood up and then we deliver the speech. And we also, what we do, we can't keep our background blur. So if anybody wants to stand up and to practice in a standing position, so you can do that. Like you can present your speech while standing. Toastmaster Sanjeev is saying something. Yes, I was busy with you. Okay, we got it. So let's start the session. Who would like to go first? Toastmaster Smita, would you for the guest? Toastmaster Smita, will you go first? Okay, we have Toastmaster Shashidhar.
Yes. Sorry. Couldn't unmute.
No problem, ma'am. Like you want to go first? After that, then we can.
Whatever you say. Whatever.
Okay, so first we are going with as he is willing to speak. So let's go with the Toastmaster Shashidhar. So you want to stood up or just you're comfortable like that? Okay, great. Toastmaster Shashidhar, what do you want to do? What do you want you to be forgiven for? What do you want to be forgiven for? Toastmaster Shashidhar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubham. So this is an interesting topic. I mean, I'm a person who is generally more guilt conscious, regret conscious. So I take less action, which might cause me guilt or regret in a later stage. So yeah, one thing which I want people to forgive me is earlier in my earlier stage of life, I was quite erratic. I was impulsive in nature. I get angry very quickly. When I used to lead team, I mean I was very impatient, and I immediately start scold in a very rough, aggressive tone. I used to speak, and that's what I wanted people to forgive me. And yeah, and then after a day I will just go back to them. I'll speak in a tone, oh that day, sorry for that. I will always, I mean, it's, I think I have almost always apologized. That's for sure. After one day I will realize what mistake I had done, then I will go there. And so basically I don't have enemies or people who hate me, because people know that this guy will come tomorrow and he will apologize and he will say sorry for that. And that's why people don't hate me. And yeah, still if anyone feels that I have hurt them by very, I mean, aggressive tone or language, yeah, that's what I want them to forgive me for. Thank you. Over to you back, Toastmaster Shumu.
Well, Toastmaster Shashidhar knows how to balance out things. First, just shoot the words, and then okay, just go and talk with them in a polite manner. Well, Toastmaster Shashidhar, you don't look like that angry young man, and like by seeing you, we can't guess like you would be angry in your team or like that. Well,
Yeah, now I have changed. It's earlier still. Now I have
okay,
changed a lot. Yeah.
great. And now we have Toastmaster Sunil. The first speech as a Toastmaster. So for Toastmaster Sunil, I have a topic.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Sunil, you are the captain of your ship. You are the captain of your ship, Toastmaster Sunil.
Sometimes I think that if I was a captain of a ship or a team, what would have I did done with the team? I think I would be more positive. I would be more helpful. I would be more careful for about my team. And what a captain, what is the captain's role in case of emergency? I think his role is uh, his role is very prominent in case of emergency. He should be able to handle difficult situations amicably with their team, and he should try to not miss the boat when an emergency comes at the time, because if he is late, he is late to convince his team, he may indulge his team into danger. He may get his team into danger, and he would be responsible for what we say, a danger for the team as well as the ship. So I think a captain should be positive as much as possible, and I would be positive. I would be hardworking. I would be helpful for the team as well as for the ship. Thank you.
Rightly said, Toastmaster Sunil. We have to always look after our team which we are leading. And like after listening to your speech, now like I'm leading the session and I'm seeing one member is feeling sleepy. So I think I should call him as a next speaker. And he is none other than Toastmaster Jatin. So would you like to go go next?
Toastmaster Bala had his hand up first.
Yeah, but I was looking at you and you were jogging and you're feeling sleepy, so that's why.
I can go after
No, you
him.
can. No, you can give it to Toastmaster Jatin. I'll go after him. That's it.
Yeah, we all want you to be active. So, so our next speaker is Toastmaster Jatin, and for Toastmaster Jatin, uh, Toastmaster Jatin, heal your body, heal your life. Heal your body, heal your life. Toastmaster Jatin.
When presented with a quote that you have just come across into the session, and you still are trying to understand or grasp how to go about doing that in your life, implementing in your life, it becomes very difficult to then talk about it as well. But that's something that I have been personally faced with a lot many times, because I, as a active member of society, or rather an active person who used to be jack of all trades. I used to play all kind of games, not be very good at it, but at least I was active enough. Certainly missed the boat when transitioning into my corporate life, because I was no longer that active when I started working, because I was constantly doing night outs and spending hours and hours on my computer serving code maintenance requests. So this really took a toll on my body. I not only started facing challenges in terms of the staying healthy, staying more active, but also that had effect on how I was in my social life, because being active physically also meant that I was active socially. But that slowly started um, eating away on my social life, because I was no longer going out to play things. I was sitting on my computer whole day, and all the activity that was actually happening socially was on the social media platforms. Very soon, I realized that there's something going wrong, and that's when I had to take an active step into that direction, into healing my own body. And how would I go about doing that? Is what the thought I have been having for the past few, I would say, years now, is do micro exercises, do yoga, do activities that really I like doing. Like if I like playing table tennis, I should spare some time and go play table tennis, because that's when I would be not only getting physically healthy, but also meeting and engaging with people who would keep me socially active as well, and then help me not only internally but as a person and holistically. So hopefully that will make me more amicable as well. Over to you, so Shubham.
Well, Toastmaster Jatin, realization is the best thing. And like, yeah, it's nice that you realize that you need to do things. And I also played table tennis, so if we, okay. Okay, Toastmaster Mohammed has some message. Okay, no problem. So I think we should continue or we should wait for him because he is the evaluator for the table topics. What say Toastmaster Jatin?
Let's have a quick activity then. What do you say? Can we do the activity now then, Smitaji?
The activity. Okay,
Yeah, we can. Okay, great. So let's do an activity, everyone. And for that, I'll request you all to switch on your camera, please. Why? Because if you do not switch on your camera, I really do not know whether you're doing it. And there are certain things that just listening will not help. Listening, well, there are tons and tons of motivational speakers all on the internet, right? But there are so many of us still struggling with so much in our lives. So I want you all to switch on your cameras. And now take 3 long, deep breaths, right? But before you take the breath, remember I asked you to think of something. Think of something that has been troubling you. It could be an event of the past. It could be something for the future. You know, we all have our dreams. We all want to fly. There is so much that we want to do. So certain thing, something that's been playing on your mind, I would like for you to keep that in your mind. Okay, right? And now keep that in your mind and give it will not work because you will not know whether it has worked if you do not give it a number. Feel that thing and give it a number. Can you give that number in the chat box from 1 to 10? From 1 to 10, give a number in the chat box. Whatever you've been feeling, you need not tell me what it is. Something that's been up on your mind, troubling you. I want you to give it a number. Something that's been playing on Suraj's mind, he says 6. Others, please, give it a number. Another acknowledgement. Identify the cobweb. 9, 7, 8, 8. Wonderful. Identify the cobweb. 8, 4, 5. More of you, please. Give it a number. Hi, Pooja, you're a guest here with us. Give a number to something that's been playing up on your mind. Sunil Gupta says 5. Good. Now that you've given it a number, I want you to take 3 long, deep breaths. By any chance, since I should have planned this better, does any one of you have a ready meditation music available on the go? Does any one of you have that? Something you can play in the background? Shubham says, give me a minute. Very well. Shubham, if you find it, something very subtle, soft, just play it, share it and play it, okay? And I want you all to follow my voice. Let's take 3 long, deep breaths. Inhale. And let go. Once more. Let something more subtle. Okay, then just lower the volume so that I don't hear the waterfall so much, but the music, if possible, right? Just try once more. Lovely, but lower the volume. Lower the volume. Lower, lower. 1 shade lower, 1 number lower. Perfect. Thank you, Shubham. No, can't hear it now. One up. Perfect. Good. Oh, lovely music. Thank you, Shubham. Okay. Let's take 2 long deep breaths again. Breathe in. And let go. Once more. Breathe in. And let go. Just loosen your body and open your eyes. Open your eyes and follow me, right? Follow what I'm doing. Let's give a voice to whatever we are doing. These are the points, follow it. I'll just tell you the points. The first point is the karate chop. The second point is on the side of your eyebrow. Okay, you can do with both hands also, you can do with one hand also. Eyebrow point. Then trace the bone where the eyebrow ends is your third point. You'll feel it, the bone here. It's your third point. Trace the bone further under the eye. This is your fourth point. Under the eye. Then under the nose. Then come down below the lip, over the chin, the space that you have here under the chin. Then the collarbone point. You see there's you feel your collarbones here, right? You can even use a complete hand like this. You can use a complete hand like this, or the collarbones. You see the dip here in the center of the neck, bones here, your collarbones. Then under the arm, okay? For men, it will be just under the arms, that is your armpit, just under the arms, a little under the armpit. For women, take, feel your entire 4 fingers, put it down, right, where your bra strap is there. Just take it a little down here. That is the point for women, right? And then top of your head. You can use both hands, you can use one hand. Those are the points. These are the meridian points. So we are not monkeying around. Don't worry. It sounds weird, feels weird. Just enjoy the process. Let it be. Distinguished Toastmaster Noor Mohammed, you're back with us. We're just doing one process while waiting for you. Then we'll get back to the table topics.
Thank you, madam. Sorry, I was not able to hear. Somehow my connection was choppy and I couldn't hear. I joined with another connection. Are you able to
We can
hear me clearly?
Perfectly and properly. So will it be okay with you if we just do this process first, since we
Yes,
started
yes.
off?
Why not? Sure.
I would love for you to join in also.
Yes, madam.
Now, remember the thing that is troubling you, that one that you've given an intensity to. So we have all thought of something that we want, that's been playing up on our mind, DTM Noor, and we have given it a number, an intensity from 1 to 10. Right? Now follow my words and follow my actions. We'll do by accepting it first. We'll say, even though, would you like to repeat after me in your mind? Repeat after me in your mind, okay? Even though I have this feeling of stress in my body, I'm using stress as a word, but you can always mention that very thing that you want to speak about, right? Anything that is causing concern, you can use that. Okay. Shashidhar, you can open your eyes because there are a number of points that we'll be doing. So you follow my, open your eyes. Take a deep breath and follow. Even though I have this feeling of stress in my body, I completely and totally love and accept myself. We'll do it 3 times. Even though, repeat after me in your mind, I have this feeling of stress in my body, I completely and totally love and accept myself. Let's continue giving it a voice. Even though I feel overwhelmed. I accept myself and how I feel. Coming to the eyebrow pump. All of the stress in my life. Shubham, open your eyes. Let's go to the second point. All of the stress in my body. Side of the eye. I feel so difficult to relax. It is preventing me from feeling relaxed. Under the eye, this feeling of overwhelm in my body. I'm struggling to smile at times. Under the nose, there is so much going on in my life. Keep repeating. There is so much on my plate that I need to do. Keep breathing. All of this tightness in my body. I notice how my stress is showing up in all that I do. All of the stress. All of this feeling of overwhelm. Under the arms. These feelings that I've been fighting for so long. And now I'm ready to give them a voice. You can use both hands, you can use one, up to you. Feel giving a voice to what you're feeling, acknowledging its presence in your body. This feeling of overwhelm of what is going to happen. These feelings that I have been fighting for so long. It is safe to have an honest conversation with it. I'm ready to acknowledge its presence. This overwhelming feeling. This feeling, not knowing where am I heading. I'm feeling this because I know I'm scared. I've been feeling scared. Collar point. I'm feeling scared that I can't get everything done all together. I'm under the arms. I'm scared that I'll make a mistake. Over the head. I'm scared I won't find a resolution to this. Eyebrow point. Part of me feels that I can't relax. Side of the eye. Until I have all the answers to my problems. Under the eye. Part of me feels the overwhelm that I can't get it all fixed. I know I've been so hard on myself. And I honor this feeling that it's been hard on me. I honor this feeling that it's been a difficult time. And now I'm ready to give this feeling a voice. I'm ready to acknowledge it because I am ready to let it go. Now get specific. See if you can get specific. I'm feeling this stress because. What is your because? Give it the reason. Acknowledge the reason. Whether it's yourself, your feeling, some relationship, because somebody said something to you, because you couldn't get something done, could be anything. I feel this overwhelm because. Give it the reason. Tell your body the reason why you're feeling the overwhelm. Acknowledge that feeling. It's okay, whatever the reason, do not think you're complaining. Give it a reason. Top of the head. The stress that I'm feeling because of. This feeling of overwhelm that I'm feeling because of. Give it the reason. Side of the eye. All of the stress in my body. Under the eye. And now I'm willing to let it go. I'm willing to gain control over what I will feel like and what I will do. Under the nose. I'm worth it. I'm worth the freedom. I'm worth the happiness. I'm worth the love. I deserve every happiness in the world. I deserve all the happiness in the world because I exist. Because it's my right. And I am happy. And I take the control of my life in my hands. Take a deep breath. And let go. And whatever you've been feeling till now, whatever number that you had given, has any one of you felt a shift in whatever you were feeling? Even if it's a tiny shift, we have only done it a minute or few minutes. A shift in whatever you felt like. Any change in number if you felt in the intensity of what you were feeling. If any one of you have felt a shift in just a few minutes, then if you continue acknowledging it, have you felt it? Has any one of you felt a shift? Suraj did. Suraj, has there been a from 8 to 6, Shashidhar writes. Sunil, did your intensity go down? Yes, Sunil, it has gone down. Okay, great. Devika, has the intensity of what you were feeling, has it gone down? Wonderful. So by acknowledging it, accepting it, feeling it in your body where you're feeling it, and then tapping your way through these meridians, and then following it up with positive statements, and now filling your body and your mind with what you intend to do and what you tend to achieve is what this technique is all about. Personally, I've been using it for a little while only. My youngest son is in the 10th standard. So more than him being stressed as a mother, I'm stressed out on how he will fare in his boards. And thankfully, EFT has come at this time. So not only am I doing it myself, every evening I'm sitting with him and doing it, asking him how he's feeling today. What is it that he's feeling inside of him? Any anxiety or anything. Especially when he is wanting to sleep off, he says, Mama, wo karao na. Meri neend ud jayegi, please karao na wo. So thank you, everyone. And now I'll hand over the stage to our table topic master, since our table topics evaluator is back in the meeting. Toastmaster Shubham, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smita, and I hope all are again ready for the table topic session. And here's Toastmaster Bala. Yeah, he's
Can you
ready for
hear
the.
me? Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you, and I know you are ready for the contest. And I love that you are giving your speech in a standing position. So yeah, let's continue with the table topic session. And Toastmaster Bala, Toastmaster Bala, a difficult road often lead to a beautiful destination. Difficult road often lead to a beautiful destination. Toastmaster Bala.
It was in the year of 2005 when I went inside the room for my campus interview. I had passed all the aptitude test and the group discussions, and here I go inside and I feel very nervous. My hands are shaking, my legs are shaking, and I can hear my heartbeat so loud in the room that everyone over there would have heard it. I sit in front of the panel of evaluators and they ask me a simple question: Bala, tell us about yourself. I, 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 I cannot even say my name. This was my first interview. I don't need to tell you what happened to that interview. You can guess it. Second interview, I go, I must sit up. Third, same. Now I am frustrated and disappointed with myself. While I'm an amicable person, I did not want to miss the boat on campus interviews because that's the best chance to get a job from the campus. I go to my mentor, Dr. Saji, a professor, and I tell him, Sir, I'm in this situation. And he stops me and he says, Bala, do you know why you failed? You fare well in group discussions, but not in interviews. I said, I don't know, sir. And he says, in group discussions, you are just being yourself. You don't try to be someone else. In interviews, you try to impress someone. Go to the interview and be yourself. I went to the fourth interview and I got it. Sometimes roads less traveled or those roads which are difficult can get you to your end result. Fellow Toastmasters, I got that interview just being myself. Will you be yourself? Thank you, and back to you, Table Topics Master.
The great speech, Toastmaster Bala, the voice modulation, the body language, all the thing was like you did it well. So like after seeing Toastmaster Bala, who like to try and who like to try in standing position, like and doing all those using your body language and voice modulation. Who wants to try? I think we should like Toastmaster Sanjeev. Don't miss the boat. You have yeah, you have visited us after a long time. I wanted to like see you. You're not audible, Toastmaster Sanjeev.
Yes, now,
Yeah.
yes.
After a long time.
Please give me any topic. Good evening,
Sure.
everyone.
Sure, Toastmaster Sanjeev. So you want like how you want to deliver this speech in a standing position? Yeah, like you are participating in table topic contest. So how you wanted to deliver the speech?
Okay, now, right now, I'm going to deliver in setting mode.
Okay, no problem, Toastmaster Sanjeev. For Toastmaster Sanjeev, beliefs create the actual facts. Beliefs create the actual facts, Toastmaster Sanjeev.
Did you ever read the book that has really changed your life? But it has changed mine. Recently, I'm just completing my book, The Alchemist. In this book, I have read almost there is a 300 pages, and almost I have read 150 pages. And in this book, there is a person, Seyfried, who wanted to travel all over the world. But his parents always wanted him to be a priest. But his desire to travel all the world. So he told his father, I don't want to be a priest because I want to travel all the world. So his parents told him, if you want to travel all over the world, then you have to become a shepherd. And then he became a shepherd. And after that, he started pursuing his journey. And after he started believing at himself. And finally, he got his dream. And there was a time he was slept under the tree and under the demolished home. And then he dreamed that he had got a treasure. But he never knew what is the meaning of that his dream. So he approached a lady who told him about the meaning of what is a dream. And then he started actually believing on his dream and finally got his dream. So I strongly believe what you believe, then after some time you definitely will become. So right now, just I'm about to complete all the book. So I told the story. Back to you, Toastmaster Suvam Zina. Thank you.
Yeah, right, Toastmaster Sanjeev. I have also read that. Like, I am also reading that book, The Alchemist, and it is a perfect example for this topic. Like, the belief creates the actual facts. The like, if you want to create something, first we have to believe in that, and first we have to start believing that. And with this, believe in yourself, and please volunteer for the next speaker. Don't miss the board. Yeah, Toastmaster Manvi. Yes, Toastmaster Manvi. Timer for today's meeting. So who will like you will take care of the timing or what?
Do that. Just give me a second.
I can be her timer. Just one
It's
second.
Toastmaster. We
Check.
have Toastmaster Bala can take care.
1 second, sorry. Instead of setting, something else went up. Apologies for that. So can you just confirm if you can see my background, Toastmaster Manu?
Awesome.
Yes, I can.
So my camera will be switched off. Only in the green you will see this coming up. Otherwise, you will see a black screen. Okay.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mani, aren't you going for the contest?
I'm not, but I would love to take the challenge.
I just showed. So for Toastmaster Mani, Toastmaster Manvi, explain the dark sides of a field that you enjoy. Explain the dark sides of a field that you enjoy. Toastmaster Manvi.
Dark sides of hearing people's trauma. Dark sides of witnessing people cry in front of me. And dark sides of people breaking down from their hearts in front of me is the field I am into. Being a psychologist and a life coach, I have witnessed a number of people who actually cried their heart out, who rolled their tears down without feeling I am judging them or I am noting something. This is the dark side of being a counselor, a life coach, and being into a field named as psychology. But do you know what? This is what we are paid for. And this is what we are trained for. Because nowadays, most of you might have seen, we love to talk, we love to speak our heart out, but we rarely find people who can listen and understand us. We try finding people outside our homes to share things that are going on in our mind. And being a person who loves listening instead of speaking, who loves observing instead of sharing what I have, I believe that is the darkest side of my field. But that is what I love. I'm not saying I love to witness people cry, but I love to witness the transformation they show after crying. The smile they have after crying and the smile they carry throughout their life after coming out of the trauma. When our Toastmaster of the day was speaking about you can heal your body, I was reading this book, You Can Heal Your Life, and you won't believe this is the book that one of my clients suggested me, and I suggest this too. This is the beauty of my field and the darkest side of my field too. Table topic master, what is that dark side of yours that you want to show us? Over to you.
That dark side, I know, still now I am thinking that what is that? And now we know that if we want to share something and if we want to tell our emotions, so to whom we can contact Toastmaster Manvi.
Toastmaster
with-
Manvi, you may want to note your time. You have taken 2 minutes, 22 seconds.
With that, thank you,
Thank you so
Toastmaster
much.
Bala. So who's the next speaker? Toastmaster Smita. You will, yeah, we would love to hear you. And are you ready? Ma'am, at
Yes.
least like you can stand up and thank you so much. For Toastmaster Smita. Just a second, ma'am.
You know what, Shubham? If I put on my specs, I can't see you with this distance. And
No.
after remove with my specs on,
Yeah.
I need to be here without my specs on. With my specs on, okay, fine. Since I'm speaking, because I can't see either of you, I can just see the color cards, but I can't see the expressions now. Go on.
Well, for all the participants, this topic is only for Toastmaster Smita. Like, you all will love to hear this. Toastmaster Smita, share a personal motto or mantra that guides your life. Share a personal motto or mantra that guides your life. Toastmaster Smita.
I wish I had known this while I was growing up. But I think I knew this, I had heard of this. My father being a para commando. He would wake me up every morning, sleeping fox catches no poultry, wake up. But this was not what I heard it. But at that time, I hated dad for waking me up early morning every day saying this. But after going through a lot of things in life, a lot of unpleasant things, reaching a stage I came across some words by George Bernard Shaw, which I explicitly now tell to everyone and now to my sons and try to follow it. Take care, my dear friends. This is from him. Take care to get what you want, or you will be forced to like what you get. Did you get that? Take care to get what you want, or you'll be forced to like what you get, because by then the train would have already crossed. The platform would have left, and you would only be running, reaching the platform, just sitting there because you can't catch the train. I have done this in my life. While I was in the pilot project of Radio Mirchi, I left that to accompany my husband, who was posted in the field station in Assam as a newlywed. I ran there to be with him. I missed the boat here. Another point in time, I started working as a content creator at place, but then to be with my Fauji husband, I ran after him to be and have a lovey-dovey life. Yes, I did that too. But then I missed that boat as well, along with many others. And now today, at the age of 46, I'm here trying to build myself a career. And I would love for the youngsters out there to take care to get what you want while you can, or else you'll only be telling yourself, I'm happy with what I have. Don't do that. Shubham, is there something you would like to change? Table topic master.
Surely, ma'am. Like I've got now. I just wanted to know the mantra you use. Now I know the mantra, and I will take care of my things. And I'm seeing that we have one guest Pooja Shrestha. Are you there? Guest Pooja. Yeah, she's.
Yeah,
Ma'am, can you please switch on your camera?
I'm sorry, I don't have camera access on this device right now.
Okay, no problem. So you like to go for the next topic?
I don't know. Okay.
No problem, ma'am. You can just give a try.
Okay.
Yeah. So guest Pooja, what's your favorite thing to do? What's your favorite thing to do, guest Pooja?
Okay. My favorite thing to do, there are a lot of things which are my favorite thing to do. One of them is doing abstract painting, which I don't think I'm getting time recently to do it. But that is something, when I do it, it feels like a meditation. I really enjoy it. It relieves all the stress. It just takes you into a different zone, because when you are doing abstract painting, you don't know what you're going to do, you don't know what you're getting into, and it just helps you calm down. It just helps you go with the flow. That is something which we want to do in our everyday life, but it's very difficult because of all the things going around you. So yeah, I think that's my best thing to do. Thank you. Back to you.
Yeah, you said it right, guest Pooja. Like the thing we love to do, the activity we love to do, if we perform it, like we feel relaxed. The stress, like the stress is away from us if we do the things we like. Like Toastmaster Jatin loves to play table tennis. So with this, I think anyone else who wants to participate before the boat misses? Yeah, we have Toastmaster Suraj, always ready for the everything. So for Toastmaster Suraj, if you could eat one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would it be? If you could eat one cuisine for rest of your life, what would it be? Toastmaster Suraj.
One cuisine which is very close to my heart, and whenever my mother was asked by someone else, what you used to have when I was in womb, she used to say I used to have had curd and chura. Can someone can help me how to what would be the English word of chura, right? So
Flattened
that is flattened rice, right? Okay, thank you so much. So that is the food which is in itself very sattvic. Second, it's veg. Third, it's very delicious for me. And you might have experienced that whenever you have this food early in the morning as a breakfast or whether you have it as your lunch, for a long time you are not going to face hunger. But I am the person, I can have it in 3 times as a breakfast, as a lunch, and even as a dinner also. So that is something which I like. And I think I got it because of my mother. And even one thing, my mother used to say that my nose tip is quite smooth, my nose tip quite delicate, just because of her habit of having flattened rice and this curd. So obviously, I think this is something which I have got from my mother, of which I am always proud of. And this food, yes, would always be very close to my heart. And I even try it, and I make my buddies, the friends who live with me, I make them also, let's try it on the occasion of 14th of Jan. That is I would say Sakranti, right? Makar Sakranti. And they say, yes, it's quite delicious and yeah, it's enjoyable. Back to table topic master.
Yeah, I also had that meal in last Sankranti, and yeah, it's very much comforting, and I also enjoy to eat that. So with this, anyone else who want to participate? No, Toastmaster Manvi, you can't participate more than one.
I don't want to participate, but I would love to hear from you on a topic that I can give you. Would you like to take up the challenge?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Toastmaster Shubham, if life is temporary, how can someone be permanent? If life is temporary, how can someone be permanent? Toastmaster Shubham.
Yeah. In our life, we have many persons who we love to talk, who we love to share, and who we love to be with them. We love their company. And as our like the Toastmaster Manu gave me the topic, the life is not permanent, how a person can be. So it's not about being with that person, being with that person uh, for rest of the life. You don't have to be with him or with her. Like our Toastmaster Smita said that in her table topic speech, she said that she went with her husband where he got transferred in Assam in different places. So it's not that life is we have to spend the whole life or uh, by beside the person. We can do our own thing also. Yeah, this was my take. Back to me only. So with this, I think anyone else want to participate? Okay, no more participants. So with this, I would I would give back. I will give stage back to table Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Smita.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master Shubham, for these wonderful topics and involving everybody in it, roping everyone in and not leaving anyone behind. Haven't we all loved it? Now, I think we've done a lot of chit chat. We've had a fun. We've practiced participating in a contest as well. And now it's time for evaluations. Jatin has raised his hands. Yes, Jatin, want to say something?
If I'm anyways getting control of the dais, I can stay say whatever I want. But I was just asking if we should do polls for table topics, and for that, if the timer can confirm if whether all the speakers have qualified for voting.
Apologies. I should have done that. I missed speaking about that. Thank you so much for reminding. Toastmaster Manvi, is everyone qualified?
There's one disqualification, but I believe that is a disqualification of a guest. So should we go on with it? How do you do in future? Just Pooja is under time.
Under time. Toastmaster Jatin, what do you say? The president shall speak.
In the interest of fairness, I think we should disqualify, even though the person is a guest and spoken for the first time ever. Maybe they will get a chance next time to better themselves.
Yes, yes.
What is the time taken by the guest?
43 seconds.
30. She's qualified. It's 1 to 2 minutes, but you can have 30 seconds. If she speaks less than 30 seconds, then she's disqualified. Otherwise, she has spoken 30 seconds. I think she's qualified.
As per the rulings, the grace period, even the timer mentioned, it's 1 minute. The grace for table topics is only towards the end. So you can go beyond 2:30.
Not towards the front, is it?
No.
I see. Okay.
Okay. So Pooja, we would love to hear you speak more, and we are waiting for you to join us in the next meet as well, and many more after that. So table topic timings are minimum speaking for 1 minute when you get to see a green card, and then a maximum time of 2 minutes by the time you get to see a red card, and you get a buffer of 30 seconds to complete the speech.
Thank you,
Okay.
Smita.
Yeah, great. So now let us head straight into the evaluation section. For that, let me call our general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Jatin, to start the evaluation section. Toastmaster Jatin.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And as my first action, I would just like to share the poll so that people can vote for their best table topic speaker as per their opinion. Please take 30 seconds to do so. Please let me know if there are any issues with the poll, or do you see somebody's name is missing or incorrect? Okay. And while the voting, I think 30 seconds are anyways done, but please do take your time to do that. Meanwhile, I'd like to now call upon or proceed with the evaluation section. And to begin that, we would first have the speech evaluator, Toastmaster Shashi the Reddy, give us evaluation of prepared speech by Toastmaster Devika Chaudhary. Over to you, Toastmaster Shashi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devika, for your wonderful, juicy story about your marriage and honeymoon. You hooked us with your personal story, with all the places you have traveled. Kudos for that. And while you were telling your personal story, you emphasized your points with good hand gestures, which made the point more clear. So kudos for that too. One feel-good point about your speech was when you, at the end of the speech, you acknowledged your mentor. And I don't know how you said it, but that was the part which I liked the most, when you were acknowledging Toastmaster Smita for mentoring you. And that was the part which had the feel-good factor in your speech. And that was the thing I think I will remember the most about your speech, even in future. Coming to the parts which I feel would make the speech even better, the first thing which I felt was the pace. The pace which you were delivering the speech was quite fast for me. I felt that if you could slow down your pace, I could understand it, I could feel it, feel the story which you were saying. And if you could pepper with your slowed down pace with pauses, then it would be more impactful. Second point was eye contact. I mean, the way you are seeing is you are looking at in that direction. I felt that you are not looking into the eyes. So I felt that if you are in on camera, you on an online meeting, you could see the camera. I mean, the level of your eyes should be a couple of inches lower to your webcam. Then it would make the sense that you are looking into the camera and you are speaking with the audience. That would be more impactful. The third thing was about the objective of the speech. The speech objective was for you to share some experience of yours about as a protege, where I felt that you did not cue that experience. I mean, you acknowledged Toastmaster Smita about how she helped you, about her impact in your life. But if you could pepper it with some examples, for example, she gave me that feedback and I improved it and I used it in the next speech. It helped me to get the ribbon or something else. I mean, so if you can give some examples where your mentor has impacted in your life, then it would be a more impactful speech, which is fulfilling the speech objectives. So there you could, there I felt that you were lagging because of not fulfilling the speech objective. Over and above, your speech was wonderful because of your great personal story about marriage and honeymoon, and you were impactful by using good hand gestures. And if you could work on slow down your pace and when using proper pauses, and if you could improve your eye contact, and also if you could work on fulfilling the objective of the speech, then the speech would be wonderful. Back to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, speech evaluator, for those encouraging words for the speaker. I would now like to move on to the table topics evaluation. But before that, I'd request anyone who has not yet voted for the best table topics speaker award, please do so now so that I may close the poll before the evaluation happens. So I would give 5 seconds for anyone who has not done that yet. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the poll is closed. Without further ado, as had become my pet phrase for today's meeting, I'd now like to welcome DTM Noor Mohammed to do the table topics evaluations. Over to you.
Thank you, amicable general evaluator. Yes, you have something to say.
I just have a quick thing to say because the timer has requested to let them know what would be the time. So as is generally for something that I've learned from our CAB meetings is we'd like to stick to 30 seconds per speaker with a recommendation or 2 commendations with that. Would that be okay?
I'll try to wrap it up as soon as I can. So maybe 3 to 4. It's fine.
3 to 4. So you could 3 to 4 minutes is what we're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Timer, please.
I have around 7 speakers. So even if I take 30 seconds, it will be around 3.5. So let's say 4.
Yeah.
Right. Before I start, I apologize for the first 3 speakers. I'm so sorry that I cannot provide evaluation for the first 3 speakers. However, I have recorded from Toastmaster Bala. So I'll start from Toastmaster Bala. So Toastmaster Bala, your topic was difficult road, beautiful destination. I truly loved how you started your tabletop. Like 2005, you entered into a room, a campus interview, you're nervous, and I love that the way in which you modulated your voice. I, I cannot say my name. So that was wonderfully done. You had this great vocal variety. Your body language was evident, and your gestures. I'll give you a commendation, a recommendation of that. Um, and you had a strong call to action. The only 2 things for you to improve your speech is number one, uh, your gesture somehow I felt a couple of them could be tuned, in such a way that it matches what you're saying. I felt a slight disconnect in a couple of gestures, and I felt it was dramatic enough to capture my attention. And number two is infuse more energy into your conclusion. You had a strong conclusion. The line was right. I just would see more energy into it. But overall, I felt Bala, you had a winning speech there for tabletop talk. The second speaker was Toastmaster Sanjeev. Belief actually creates actual fact. Now, Sanjeev, you spoke about The Alchemist. You told us that you finished 150 pages of that. Uh, what you did good was you had a story, and that story you narrated about you going through the journey of reading the book and how you connected the topic to the protagonist of the book, that how he started believing in his dreams and how he achieved those dreams. Now, what I would suggest is uh, that the two things what you have to remember, the opening and the conclusion. If you focus on your opening, think of like you had a story, Al, right? Uh, Ask us a rhetorical question or some sort of thing so that which captures the attention. And in the conclusion, you had a conclusion. The same suggestion which went to Toastmaster Bala would be for everyone: infuse more energy into your conclusions, right? And I couldn't find out actually, uh, how actually believing has changed into the actual reality. If you could have expounded a little bit on that, given a little bit idea of how the transformation happened, I would have connected to the topic really well. But you had a good speech there. So Toastmaster Manvi explained a dark side of the field you enjoy. Now that was a difficult topic, I believe. But somehow when she spoke about when people are crying and when people are breaking down, I was a little bit I couldn't make sense. And then suddenly she started that she's in the field of psychology and it all made sense. So that kind of suspense also is a good opening, right? It captures the attention because you're speaking as if you're speaking against the topic, but you know uh, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense after a line. So that was well done, Madhi. I love that aspect. And instead of speaking in we would enjoy this or we would do this, talk in first person. Like I enjoy doing that, or you're telling your own story. That would be a great thing. And in conclusion, summarize what you said. You know, a wise man called Rajiv Khanna always says, summarize what you say. Right? So the fourth speaker was Smita. Smita, in fact, I'm spellbounded with how you speak. You had great vocal variety. Your gestures were amazing, and that father waking you up. That vocal variety, what you brought in there was amazing. Actually, I thought your opening was great, and uh, you stated a quote twice. You repeated it twice, and that is what good speakers do. They reinforce the message, and I would take away your message. I would remember your message. That's well done there. So, and you had personal examples. We all have to take Smita's table topic speech as an example of how a tabletop speech is given, because that's how you give a personal example. She explained actually that she lost that train. She explained that quote by George Bernard Shaw that if you don't take care of what you want, then you would be forced to accept what you get. So, and she gave examples that radio jockey, content creator, and how she missed the train. The analogy of missing the train was well done there, and she had a conclusion with just one suggestion: more energy into your conclusion. This speaker was Pooja. Pooja, you spoke a little, but I think I always appreciate people when they are done, right? And you spoke about abstract painting and how it takes you to that zone of uncertainty and flow. So if you keep coming to Toastmasters meeting and participate in table topics more often, you would understand how you can structure your thoughts. In fact, I found a full structure in your presentation. It was short, but if you could give a more personal example, expound a little bit, and speak for 1 to 2 minutes, you would make an amazing speaker. Now, the sixth speaker was Suraj, and his thing was, if you had to choose with one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would so Suraj, anytime you start, right? Anytime a table topic is given to anybody, think of a story. Think of one story, a little story, and tell that story. You don't need to, same thing applies to the last speaker as well. Think of a story. If you think of a story, you would easily tell it. So I love the way in which you talked about sattvic food and how you related it to your mother. And I believe you appreciate your mother a lot. And sattvic food, you explained how sattvic food gives you enjoyment and how delicious it is. And during the 14th of January, Makar Sankranti. So, Suraj, one advice for you is keep coming and keep participating. I'm sure you would pick a lot of things. The last speaker was Toastmaster, tabletop master himself. If life is temporary, how can one be permanent? The same thing, Shubham, for you. Think of a story. All right, it may not be on the topic. All right, somehow because you might not get all the ideas at once, so it might be confusing for most of the people. Table topics is quite confusing because they cannot come up with some organized thought. So think of a story suddenly, take one word, temporary and permanent. All right. These are two opposite things. Think of a story which is temporary, which was temporary, and which you thought was permanent but was temporary. Think of something, right? Of childhood story or something. So, and then you can build. The conclusion will come to you, right? So, with that, I hand over the podium back to General Value.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Evaluator, for those very, very helpful, insightful words um, delivered in a very calm and serene manner. That really, I would sure help each and every speaker here today. Now it's time for us to move forward with the tag team. And in order to proceed with that, where is the grammarian? Is she here? No. Okay. So we will give her a minute to join back. Seems she has dropped off. So we would start this section, part of Eagle Eye Role Player Evaluation, with our counter, Toastmaster Suraj. Over to you.
Hello everybody, and once again. So today it was a very good to be a counter role, and as I today could perceive that in table topics speaker, we are more tend to use more crosswords. Still, there were few speakers, table topics speakers, who did very wonderful. Now I'll be sharing the screen and I'll showing the correct data. Toastmaster Asmita, Toastmaster of the day. She didn't use any counter, but she used they 2 times. Toastmaster Jatil, you used a more than 5 times and 2 times. You also repeated this word they. Toastmaster Devika, first speaker, she also used a 5 plus, and Toastmaster Archita, she used if 2 times. And I Toastmaster Suraj, so sorry I couldn't notify anyone before I was going for even table topics speaker or normal. I couldn't notice my use of crossword or any filler of sounds. Toastmaster Shubham, you used few words more than two, I mean again 3 times. All of these are 3 times. And Toastmaster Shashidhar, first evaluator, you used a more than 5 times. And I couldn't see any filler sounds, crosswords in Toastmaster Manvi's speech, I mean throughout her role. and so kudos to her. And distinguished Toastmaster Noor Muhammad, you used more than 5 times and one times ayut, that is a filler phrase, and in that was repeated by 2 times. Next, Toastmaster Sunil, he's a table topic speaker, and he used more than 5 times, more than 2 times, and more 2 times. Next, talking about table topic master, uh, again here in table topics speakers report. So table topics master, there was a very good body gestures used by you, and here too was used more than 5 times. And next, Toastmaster Bala, table topic speaker, you didn't use any filler words, and I think you are bracing yourself up for the upcoming contest. Toastmaster Sanjeev, I couldn't see any filler words, and yes, you used good hand gesture too. Toastmaster Shashidhar, you too. During table topic speech, you used a for more than 5 times, and I me for 3 times. Toastmaster Smita, she used I 2 times, and yes, good body language and hand gestures. Guest Puja, she used a for 1 time, and Toastmaster Jatin in table topic speaker, during table topic speech, you used a for more than 5 times, and yes, good hand gestures, and you used so, yeah, it is for 2 times, and again, I missed here. Toastmaster Shubham during table topic speaker, you used who, for, and the 2 times, and Toastmaster Manvi, kudos to you again. You didn't use any filler words, and I hope you are bracing yourself again for the table topics contest. So that's all from my side. Back to general evaluator.
Thank you, our counter, for that very detailed report. Okay, thanks for keeping a keen eye on all the crutches that people are using. And thank you for not keeping count of the number of yawns I took during the meeting. With that, I'd now like to call upon our timer, Manvi, for presenting her report. Over to you, Manvi.
Thank you so much, channel evaluator. Let me share my screen. I hope it is visible. Can someone confirm? Okay. So for the timing part, prepared speeches, Devika was allotted 5 to 7 minutes and she took 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Along with that, the table topics, there were 10 table topic speakers today, and you can see your timings. I'll keep it crisp. For the evaluations of speakers and table topic speakers, speech evaluator took 3 minutes and 14 seconds, and table topic evaluator took 8 minutes and 11 seconds. So there are two disqualifications as per my report. First is in the table topics, and second is in the evaluation part. That was all. I'll be sharing my report in the chat box. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, timer, for that precise report, keeping track of time and being true to your role. Now, since the grammarian is having technical difficulty coming back to the meeting or joining the meeting, we'll just see if we can wait for her, and if she's able to, we'll get a report from the grammarian. But meanwhile, what I can do is I can proceed with the general evaluation section. So first things first, SAA, as usual, setting the tone for the meeting. And even though I am sorry that I could not hear the entirety of your introduction, I'm pretty sure that it was as wonderful as always. Thank you, Suraj, for taking up this role as part of the new term and doing it splendidly every single time, with the presentation, with the quote in the beginning, and also a joke nowadays. So which is good. Little more energy while presenting, because you had that energy before the presentation. You engage the audience, you had the humor aspect in there, but then while doing the presentation, you sort of get into the reading mode. So it would be great if you could sort of now you know what we're going to talk about and what's supposed to be told to the audience. Bring more energy into it so that everybody really feels the enjoyment or the fun that they're going to have during the meeting. And that would be my suggestion for you. President did a pathetic job today with all the technical difficulties that he had. Is he could have been maybe restarted his computer long back, but he shouldn't have let his computer stay on for a month and then only to get stuck during this meeting at the beginning of the meeting. So 10 minutes delay because of that. But overall, even after that, we even despite or considering that those technical difficulties, even then we started 10 minutes late, which is something that we should work upon because the role player should join the meeting at least a few minutes before. Generally, we tend to keep 15 minutes before the meeting start time, to not only coordinate and set up logistics, but also to interact with those guests. So for that, at least the executive committee and the role players should be present, so that we do not wait for anybody after the meeting start time and then get into the delay part aspect. Moving on, no words to be said for, or rather no words, a lot of words to be said for our Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Smita Kodkar. A very engaging section, which was so engaging that just by taking her name, we could get a grammarian back into the meeting. So that's just the power of that technique that she has told us today. It lets go of, gives you total freedom with any kind of emotional baggage that you are facing. So Rachita, whenever you're ready, just give me a hint and then I'll pass the control to you for your report. But meanwhile, I'll just yeah. So is that yes, or is that you're going to give me a thumb? Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's have the grammarian report first, and then we will move on to do more praises for our team on. So over to you, grammarian Achita, for your report.
So, good evening, everyone, again. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. So, I am here with some good usage of words. So, Toastmaster Jatin used the word holistic, which means considered as a whole. Toastmaster Smita used the word petrified, which means very frightening. Toastmaster Manvi used witnessing, which means to see something happen. Toastmaster Devika used lots of words, which includes breathtaking, scenic, delighted, chorus, and etc. And a lot more, but I was not in the meeting for a few time in between, so didn't note down the others. And Toastmaster Shashidhar used the word erratic, which means changing behavior without reason. Toastmaster Sunil used the word ardent, which means showing strong feeling. Prominent, which means noticeable. Indulge, which means to allow yourself to do something for pleasure. Toastmaster Suraj used the word thunderous, which means very loud, and also the word delicate, which means easy to break. There are some areas which I suggest you to improve, like if you're speaking in past tense, we use the helping verb like did, was, were, not does, do. So this is something always happens. We don't do it we don't want to do it, but it happens while speaking. And the other thing someone used in that night, it should be on that night. So there are some word of the day and phrase of the day usage. The word used once by Toastmaster Sunil and our district Toastmaster Noor, and twice it is used by Toastmaster Jatin. And phrase of the day used once by me, Toastmaster Bala, and Toastmaster Shubham, and twice by Toastmaster Jatin. And in between, if someone used and I missed, sorry for that. And that's all my report. Thank you, everyone. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Madam Grammarian, for that wonderfully presented report. I'm glad that you did not miss the boat in trying to presenting the report, that we, or rather we didn't miss the boat by getting to hear your report, which was wonderful. So before moving forward now, it's time to get a vote for who do you think is best Eagle Eye role player amongst the tag team, timer Manvi, counter Suraj, and grammarian Archita. For that, I am sharing the link to the poll now. Please take 30 seconds to vote. And while you do that, I'll continue with my feedback or my report in the interest of time, and hopefully I'll close the poll as soon as I reach the tag team. So talking about our team mod, and a technique that I hadn't heard earlier, and when she proposed this theme, I was all for it. But the beauty of it was in the publicity that it got. Wherever I mentioned this, everybody wanted to join, and learn about this technique. A lot of them who promised to be here could not, but but just hearing the name of it was enough. And then people were starting asking, so great choice of theme, and thank you for sharing this with us and making us do it, so that we actively not only just know about it, but we get in the habit of actually doing things, which is what the whole technique is all about, right? So you started the meeting with a good quote. You did constantly engage the audience. You made us do activities, and I'm glad that we could, with proper collaboration, whenever there were issues like our TT got dropped off, our grammarian got dropped off, we were ready with backup plans as to what should we do so that we do not sort of wait for people, or we do not get stuck. The flow was kept smooth. So that was wonderfully done. You had all the intros of tutorials. Everybody who was supposed to be introduced by you, every role players had the respective intros, part of which is through the work that was done behind the scenes, and I would take some credit for that along with the rest of the committee. So good job, well done by everyone. In terms of table topics master, he had multiple ideas in mind, which I know of, and then he chose to stick to one particular idea and chose very well, very good and apt topics, which were conveyed properly to the speakers. By you encourage the obviously table topic speakers by asking for Toastmasters to attempt first, and then went around the room with asking everyone if they would like to participate, asking them to stand up and speak, encouraging them to stand up and speak, and see if they want to get the experience of being in a contest, online contest, obviously virtual contest, which is a good thing. And you had encouraging words and comments after every speaker, and even relatable. How does it relate? Did you feel related to that, whatever the person is spoken? Good job, well done there. A couple of things that I would request you to work upon or change is one, you did inform the time and the word of the day. Again, job well done there. You should also, because TT could not introduce their role, you could have taken up that thing and say, okay, this is what a table topics, generally what table topics is only short speech, which is like has to have opening, body, conclusion. You will be evaluated on these aspects, kind of thing. And when you have these topics, you have to repeat it twice so that audience has to, or the speaker has to hear it properly. So try to speak it slowly and clearly, enunciate it well, so that it's clear not only to the speaker who's attending the table topics, but also to the audience, because at a couple of points, for the couple of topics, I felt that I could not hear the topic very well. It may be just me, but that's my feedback from there. Speech evaluator, Toastmaster Shashidhar. First of all, thank you for taking up that role and highlighting the good aspects of the speech that was given by Toastmaster Devika. You, like I said, you had encouraging words. The best part I like is you really emphasize on the most memorable aspect of the speech that you remembered and you had a summary of the entire evaluation, which generally a lot of people miss on. The thing that you also mentioned was in terms of recommendations, how to go about utilizing pause and pace the speech well, and then utilize pauses. The part that I felt lacking was the example. Where exactly would you have wanted her to utilize pause? Where which part of speech, or give an example of sentence where she could have utilized the pause well? Because in valuation, you're not only supposed to tell what should be done, but how should it be done, and why you already did, because that would create a better impact. But how it should be done would also create a greater impact in your terms of your valuation. And also something that we all can learn from, or we can't take a leaf out of DTM News book, is how to stay calm during speeches. So his evaluation, the best part that I liked about what I always like about his speeches, not only today, is the way he speaks is so calm and serene. You really feel the words, and then that you have to, then you get to inculcate. So that was really great. Before I move forward, I would like to close the poll for the tag team. And again, 5 seconds. So if anybody hasn't, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That takes care of the tag team poll. So in terms of tag team, Timer Manvi, as always, as she puts energy into her speeches, doesn't matter it's table topics or her roles, whenever she starts speaking, you can really feel the energy that's coming through her voice. And then that's the part I like about her, is how she explains her roles. She had a good intro line. She mentioned the timings for both prepared speeches and table topics, though I think she missed the one for evaluation, the speech evaluation, because that's standard. So you could have mentioned 2 to 3 minutes, which I think I missed. You didn't mention. So if you did, please take care that you do mention not from next time onwards. And you had the background time already. I don't have. You also had a virtual report, or sorry, visual report. The challenge, obviously, that I would personally like to give timers is to not only time the speeches, but also time the entire meeting and suggest on where we could have improved in time management of the entire meeting. In terms of our counter, again, the visual tools used, you did show us what kind of crutches are not only verbal, but non-verbal, physical, you said. And in your report, you had very detailed report. You mentioned even who used good body gestures as something that certainly our counters do not point out. So job well done there. Kudos to you. The suggestion is in terms of when the report sort of, when you speak, when you're covering almost every single speaker, and when going into detail, it sometimes gets dragged on. So see how you can smoothen it out. If there are people who have missed out, or you can just quickly make a comment, say, oh, sorry, I missed it, instead of saying, okay, I could not because of this reason, that thing. Just skip it and say, okay, this is what thing. And in order to challenge yourself as an R counter, if you could notice the reason of why people were using, like, why did I use so many R's, and given suggestion, or at least point out this was a place where I think you were using a lot of R's. It may be because of this, or if you have a suggestion, that would really take the R counter role to the next level. And grammarian, similar feedback is very well presented report. You had, first of all, your intro itself had both the examples of good and bad usages of the language that we are using in this meeting, which is English. And then you gave us a really good word and phrase of the day that have been utilized extensively. So that really is choice well made. Now, in terms of suggestions, not many. You already had words and good usages, and then you had them who spoke, what is their meaning. So that was well done. I have sort of personal nitpickings about overusing the word TM or Toastmaster a lot. So in saying TM Jatin, TM Smita, TM this, TM that, everybody is a Toastmaster, right? Or even if they're not, they're participating in Toastmaster meeting if they're getting up a role, or so. Instead of using TM, maybe if you really want to give respect or utilize them, not write only their names in the presentations, I would say prefix their role instead of just saying TM. And it should be this distinguished Toastmaster and not district Toastmaster. That the last point is, again, if you skip someone, don't you apologize twice in your report. You don't have to apologize too much. Just say, okay, sorry, I could not note if I missed anyone, sorry about that, or if I could not cover everybody's thing. That's it. You don't have to say it multiple times and again. That brings it to the end of my report, and thank you everyone for bearing with me and hearing this extended detailed report. While Smita ji was making her own notes, I hope I'm going to get feedback from her. But now I would like to, before I move on further, I'd like to now roll out the best Lionheart role play, which is the Toast TTD. TTG is TMOD, TTM, and G poll for who do you think is the best role player for today. So let me quickly share that. Kindly vote for your best Lionheart role player if you think is from today's meeting. Take 30 seconds to do so. And while you do that, we'd like to quickly hear from the people who are left in the meeting. So first, let's start with Toastmaster Bala. Sorry. First, let me hand it over to Toastmaster of the day before we move on further to close the meeting, close the theme. Yeah.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I have to say Toastmaster. Toastmaster Jatin. I hope today's session has been valuable to you. And quickly, I'll do a recap. Okay, for all of you who have practiced with me and some of you who missed out. Remember, we are acknowledging what we have felt. And why are we acknowledging? So that we can actually get it out. And we begin the statement by even though, and starting on the karate chop point. So whatever you're feeling, even though I have this feeling of anxiety, not even though I am anxious, even though I have this feeling of anxiety in my body, I completely and totally love and accept myself. And then your points, the eyebrow point, side of the eye where the bone ends, under the eye, under the nose, under the lip, the collarbone point, and under the arms, and then over the head. Isn't it a beautiful way to monkey around with the points? And then, yes, at the same time, relieve yourself of all the stress. Let go of the worry and then add positivity and add positive statements in the same way. I'm worth it. I'm universe's favorite child. I love myself. Oh, how I adore myself. I'm the best. Oh, I know I'm the best. Right? I'm sure we can do all of this. I came across some wonderful lines, not mine, by two poets, Rupi Kaur and Melody Goldfred, on the internet. And I would like to end my piece with these lines. The universe took its time on you. The universe took its time on you, crafted you to offer the world something different from everyone else. And when you doubt how you were created, and when you doubt how you were created, you doubt an energy greater than you both. So to all of you out there, and of all the things that you own, let your own worth and love for yourself be your favorite possession. And I would love for you to say this to yourself every single day. I'm worth it because I exist, because I breathe, because I live on this planet. So why use a word? Why pull yourself down and be so hard on yourself, GE especially, which I need to deal with you on a later basis? Why pull yourself down? The whole world is there to pull ourselves down as it is, isn't it? So back to you. the President, Toastmaster Jatin. Thank you so much.
I request everyone to give a thunderous round of applause because there are only eight of us left and we have to make up for the remaining 5 of us who have left. Please put your hands together for that wonderful session by our beloved club mom, Toastmaster of the Day, Smita Kurti. Thank you so much for that session, for always considering our well-being, keeping us in our thoughts, not only in your thoughts, but also making us do the actions that help us work on our well-being. And now I would like to invite our guest. First of all, Toastmaster Bala, what did you think of today's session and what are your thoughts or feedback?
Thank you, Toastmaster Jatin, for the opportunity and having me as a guest, firstly. It was a wonderful session, as usual, with all the Toastmaster meetings that I have seen. It's I would say, a well-oiled kind of session which went on. Prepared speeches, the table topics, and the evaluations all went well. Maybe there are some technical glitches in between which people can work around, but that's okay. That's why we are Toastmasters and we try to challenge ourselves to the next level. And that's why we are Toastmasters. That's fine. But I totally enjoyed this meeting and I look forward to joining your meeting whenever I can with my professional and personal commitments allow me. Thank you and back to you, Toastmaster Jatin.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala. Your kind words, the ones that keep us going forward, and truly we try to stay true to our name of being a friendly neighborhood Toastmaster because we're just a Zoom call away. I'd like to invite DTM Noor to share his thoughts and feedback with us, please. Noor bhai, you there? It's sometimes I find him very mischievous in terms of when his voice goes away at the right time, right? It's okay. Manvi, would you like to share something?
I would say it was another beautiful meeting with a beautiful TMOD and different techniques she brought in. And the energy, obviously, because you still can see 8 people in the room, and that shows it all. Even if we are over time, we have people till the end. So that is what TMCL is leveling up after every single meeting. So congratulations everyone for this specific energy and leveling up every time. That was all, I believe. Over to you, Jatin.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a regular part of this family and coming to our meetings and taking up various roles. Is there anyone else who would like to say something or has any announcements before we move on to the awards? If not, now it's time for the awards for today's meeting. Outstanding performances for meeting number 135. The first one being table topic speaker. I think I already revealed, and it is Toastmaster Manvi Kumar. Congratulations. Can we have your video on? And so that we
I
can take
have
a
pasted a cello tape on my camera right now.
Okay, can you just raise your hand so that you are the first one and we'll take a quick screenshot. If somebody can help me, because if I take a screenshot with Manvi as first one. All right, thank you. Is it done? All right. The next we have the Eagle Eye role play of the day. Any guesses there? I could hear Marchita mumble Manvi, or I could see rather. What about Suraj? You see Manvi? Think Manvi too? Yep.
Yes.
No, I don't think so. Because I have the results and it is the counter, Suraj. Congratulations. So please put your hands up. Put your hands up. And if somebody can take a screenshot and confirm. All right, thank you. Next, we have the Lionheart role player of the day. And whom do you think is winner of this award? Suraj, you want to say something?
I mean, for Lionheart role player, Toastmaster, Asmita, Toastmaster of the day.
Anybody else? All right.
Toastmaster Jatin.
Yes, I voted for GE.
And your votes didn't make me win. It was Table Topics Master Shivam Sinha. Congratulations. But thank you for all the love. And I believe the love that we have for our T-Mod is unparalleled. So the award goes one way, the love goes the other. Alrighty. With this, we come to the end of the awards section. Our next meeting is on the 10th of March, the upcoming Sunday, which would be another regular meeting with prepared speeches, hopefully more prepared speeches, and table topics as usual, and with something fun, with a fun theme or at least an education theme. If there are no further points of business, I would now like to hand over the meeting to our SA to adjourn it.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much for such a beautiful session again. And with this, I adjourn the meeting.